welcome back to PDF Day DC, the afternoon. The revenge of the sessions continues. I will be your host for this afternoon, Matt Kuznicki. I will also be introducing myself and conducting the next session, a brief introduction to archiving information with PDF. My name is Matt Kuznicki. I am the Chief Product Officer at Datalogics, and I also am the Chairman of the PDF Association. And on behalf of everybody with the PDF Association, I just want to say it's great to see such a great turnout this afternoon. Always good to see just how interested people are in PDF and in the various applications of PDF and everything that one can do with them. So what am I going to talk about in the next 20 minutes? I'm going to take you through a very brief introduction of archiving PDF and about how PDF stores information and how best to store information in PDF in a manner that is as reliably archival as possible. We'll talk about PDFA, which is a standard for the long-term preservation of electronic documents using PDF. We'll talk a little bit about some PDF archival workflow usage examples and examples of users of PDF and PDFA. And if you hadn't guessed by now, PDFA you can think of as PDF for archiving. So I'll talk a little bit about creating PDF files, PDFA files for archiving, and what tools are available for verifying PDFA files that you may receive into your institutions or your organizations. So PDF and information interchange. First, let's talk about what is PDF. Now, PDF, portable document format, it is not just a file format, but it is a series of open standards, best practices, and experiences and technical documentation has developed over the past 25 years to represent, first and primarily visually, but also for accessibility and for machine use and readability, the appearance of digital documents. So PDFs are typically thought of as page analogs. PDF documents are paginated, and so it's very tempting to think of these first and foremost as something I would print out, but I'm seeing on a screen instead. PDF is so much more than that. PDF is not just how you put markings on pages so that humans can read these, but PDF is also a container for carrying around the fonts, the images, the reusable pieces and external resource links and indicators that you need for reproducing digital documents. PDFs are interactive elements, so we don't have just these static pages, but we have the ability to annotate these pages. We have the ability to place audio and video within these documents, 3D models and the instructions on how to view these 3D models, digital signatures, markup for review workflows, all sorts of interactive elements are part of PDF. And then since PDFs are not just for human beings, for sighted human beings, PDFs are also for screen readers and for machine interpretation. So PDFs also include conventions for reliably knowing and representing what you see as a page actually means from a data perspective. Now, PDF is really a set of standards describing all you can do. It is a set of standards that allows for different trade-offs on a spectrum between conciseness, between having a tiny, compact PDF representation file-wise, versus expressiveness, and including more and having larger files that are more useful to a wider set of audiences. So archiving then in a PDF context. Well, PDF as a standardized open format has some real advantages. It is royalty-free. It is freely implementable by anybody without intellectual property restrictions or concerns. Anybody who has a copy of the PDF standard is free to build tools that use it. It enjoys a large community of users, of implementers, of developers, creators, and PDF processors and viewers. And because of its longevity and because of the openness of the standards and the availability, it allows constructing digital documents in such a way that they can exist and be usable for a long time to come. As a file format, PDF does not cover some very important pieces, such as how you refresh your data in your data storage medium, or how you represent a computing environment to run a PDF viewer. These are outside the scope, really, of PDF as a file format. Very important considerations in archiving, but outside the scope of PDF. So PDF being a container of document expressiveness and being created to facilitate reliable interchange and reading across different people, different places, different time periods, you may know, you may sense there's a tension. And there's a tension between wanting to create PDFs as easily as possible or as small as possible for the fastest, for example, file transfer, versus being as expressive and as useful for the future as possible. So different workflows, different tools create PDFs that make different sorts of trade-offs. And so the key question in archiving information with PDF is, how do you condense everything that you need for reliable visual archiving of information into the future? How do you get a set of functionality that is as useful as possible without putting too large a burden on implementers? This we accomplish through PDFA, PDF for long-term archiving, or to be official about it, ISO, a set of ISO standards, 19005, electronic document file format for long-term preservation. And trust me, nobody really uses that title or really remembers it or anything. Really, you can think of it as PDFA, PDF for archiving. Now, PDFA is an ISO 19005, are a set of ISO standards that take PDF and place upon it a set of requirements for PDFA files that ensure the presence of fonts, of annotation appearances, of graphical images, of the resources that are needed to ensure that a document can be viewed and processed even when stored and pulled out later on of storage or when transferred from one party to another. It is a set of restrictions on what you can do with PDF to ensure greater compatibility across different implementations. And it is a set of requirements both on creators and on processors, on viewers, on printers, on interpreters, to standardize some behaviors that in the broader PDF standard may be thought of as optional or having perhaps more room for interpretation than is desirable when archiving information for PDF. So PDFA, it is a set of these standards, but like PDF, it is also a community of implementers, of best practices, and of knowledge picked up along the way. PDFA, who's familiar with PDFA before coming in? Great. Who loves the PDF versioning scheme? I'll say I'll see one hand, but that may just be in jest. So if you've worked with PDFA, you understand that there are, frustratingly, a lot of different versions of PDFA. And it can be hard to tell what the differences are. So I'm going to boil it down for you. So PDFA 1 is probably what most of us are most familiar with. This is based on PDF 1.4 from way back there in 1999 or 2001. I forget which off the top of my head. And it comes in two different categories. It comes in an A category, an accessible category, that preserves the semantic content information that you need for accessibility repurposing and machine language and use repurposing through a set of semantic tagging known as tag PDF. There's also PDFA 1B, which we can think of as reliable visual archiving for humans with eyeballs. You can think of the B as standing for eyeballs if you want. That's not officially what it stands for, but I find it's useful. So PDFA 2, PDFA 3, both versions that are based on ISO 32000-1. That's PDF 7 to most of us in this audience. And the key difference between PDFA 2 and PDFA 3 is that PDFA 2 allows for attachments to be stored in PDFA 2 files. But these attachments must themselves be PDFA 2 files. PDFA 3 files allow for including attachments of any sort of file. So, for example, if you have a Microsoft Word document that you have converted to PDFA 3, you can include that source Word document in the PDFA 3 file if you would like to archive the source with the PDFA 3 rendition. So PDFA 2, PDFA 3, they both have the A and the B versions that PDFA 1 have, even mean the same things. They also have a U version, which stands for Unicode, and takes the B versions just a bit further into reliable extraction of text letters by automated processes out of PDFA files. The upcoming PDFA 4 will get rid of these A, B, and U versions because just as there wasn't a great amount of love in this room for them, so too has the standards community discovered that we don't necessarily need these. So PDFA 4 will bring archiving and long-term document preservation to PDF 2.0 files. It will also bring long-term archiving to engineering documents which have been archived with a standard called PDFE so far. So PDFE will be folded into its PDFA4 standard. That's probably the shortest introduction of those levels that you can give. I could give a much longer one, but trust me, you don't want it. Tell you what, you can pick up this slide, you can get it out of the archive, and you can get it out of there. So why PDFA? Why not just PDF? Well, the key benefits of PDFA over just plain PDF are the more reliable interchange, the broader compatibility between viewers and between different workflows, the broader assurance that if you have a PDFA file, you have everything in that file and you can just hand it off as a single unit to a recipient and have a high assurance that they will be able to open and view and print and otherwise interpret that document as the author intended, both today and tomorrow, but also into the future. I want to give a couple of user and usage examples. PDFA, I think many of us know, enjoys very widespread use. So I'm not going to go into all the users or everybody that uses it, but just a few examples would include the U.S. courts, which have moved to PDFA for case management and electronic case file submissions. The Library of Congress recently put out guidance recommending PDFA as their preferred electronic document or format for page-oriented digital documents. Across a small body of water over in Germany, there's a standard called Zugford, which extends PDFA3 with an XML invoicing format into electronic invoices that are both human readable and machine readable alike. In the next session, Dietrich will speak more on this. The U.S. Department of Defense recommends PDFA for electronic document submissions for their Technical Information Center. The Food and Drug Administration recommends PDFA for electronic submission and document submissions. And then again, over in some other place across some body of water, the European Union likewise recommends PDFA for electronic drug information submissions. Hundreds, thousands of other workflows that are defined that use PDFA out there. These are just a few examples. So a few examples then of how best to create PDFA files. Well, creation support's been built into Microsoft Office for quite some time now. Very easy to get to under your options if you save as a PDF file. There are a number of things that you can control with your PDF and how those are created. And the creation of PDFA1 is a controllable selection. For programs that don't natively output PDFA or don't natively output PDF, Adobe Acrobat includes a print to PDFA driver, which outputs to most all of the different PDFA versions. I'm not showing them all here, but highly controllable, highly customizable for your user creation workflows. Other examples of tools supporting PDFA creation would be the rest of the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite, Apache OpenOffice, PDF tools such as from DocsCore, from Foxit, from Nitro, from Nuance, from many other vendors. Creation tools, and these are just a few examples, are prolific, they're widespread in use, they are accessible to users. Users have the ability to obtain these tools and to create PDFA files easily. Software developers, there's a broad ecosystem for those who wish to integrate PDFA creation support into their products. I give just a few examples here. I'm not going to go through all of these. The slides will be available to you for reference. So you have a PDFA file, or do you? You have a file that somebody claims is a PDFA file, and they have given it to you with the best of intentions, perhaps. They believe it is a PDFA file. But how can you tell if it's a PDFA file? Well, there are many different tools for verifying PDFA files, both free, open source, as well as commercial tools for verifying PDFA conformance. VeraPDF is a free and open source tool from the European Union archiving project known as Preforma. Commercial tools are available to users in Adobe Acrobat, in software development kits such as Callus's PDF Toolbox. Other vendors, again, I'm just listing off a few here. Many different tools for verifying PDFA files as well as for creating files. So just to wrap up this introduction, archiving information with PDF. Again, this is just an introduction. I'm just touching on the basics. Archiving information with PDF, it is a key capability that was envisioned from the start with PDF. This makes it much different from many other file formats that we may be accustomed to, or even ones that we are using as archive formats, whether by choice or because we have to take these in. It came from the start. The PDFA is kind of a way of tightening things up and making files that are even more assuredly archive-worthy. So PDF focused on reliable viewing and interpretation of electronic documents and digital documents. It is in wide and prolific use in a variety of workflows, government, business, consumer alike. And it really enjoys probably the broadest ecosystem of digital document support between various implementers, developers, creators, viewers, and processors. So PDF, and I'm not just saying this because the PDF Association will hold me hostage if I don't, but I really do believe that PDF is the accepted and the best choice for reliable archiving of visual documents, of visual information, and of electronic and digital documents. More information about PDF and PDFA software, please visit PDF Association website. You will find many different tools, many different products. You'll find a lot of information about PDF and PDFA. And if you have questions, you'll find how to ask the experts in PDFA. With that, I want to thank you. And I believe, I'll be happy to take some questions if we have any. Okay. Ma'am, in the back.
A real easy way to detect PDFA just on first glance. They're all saved as .pdf. It doesn't tell you.
So the question is there an easy way to detect a PDFA file? So there are very easy ways to see that a PDFA file claims that it is a PDFA file. If you open in Adobe Reader, for example, you'll typically get a blue bar that cautions that a file claims to be PDFA. If you're using other tools, in several places in a document's metadata, the data that comes with a document that describes it, are places that will claim PDFA conformance. Now, the one caution is that a claim of PDFA conformance is not a guarantee. In other words, we don't have the PDFA police running around the world rounding up PDFA documents and being able to make sure that they're conforming or else. That's where PDFA validation comes in and the tools that were on that slide. Sir?
So if you have a PDF document that's digitally signed and it's a permanent record, how do you read that as a PDF? If you convert it to a PDFA, aren't you destroying the digital sign?
So the question is, how do you archive, to rephrase slightly, how do you archive a digitally signed PDF with PDFA? That'd be a good. And the way that I would recommend doing this would be to create a PDFA3 file that has as an attachment, as an embedded file, that digitally signed PDF. So you have the advantage of that archival container, and the PDFA3 file can be the reliably visualizable and viewable and renderable rendition. And you can keep the digitally signed, quote unquote, unchanged original embedded in that PDFA3 file for legal and archival and other purposes. So any way on the end there, sir?
Because what's PDFA's capacity for dealing with geo-enabled material, geographic?
I'd have to do some research and get back to you. There have been, and Dietrich, correct me if I'm wrong, there's been a lot of work in PDF 2.0 with geographic information and geospatial and being able to embed 3D coordinates. And those should be allowable and embeddable in the upcoming PDFA 4 format, PDF 2.0. The ability for 3D and geospatial coordinate information in PDF 1.7 is not nearly as robust as it is in PDF 2.0. And we are working on PDFA for PDF 2.0 files. It's just not quite finished yet. Okay, I'll take one more question here.
Yeah, might have something to do with that. Like I get some PDFs and I just, turn it into a PDFA, hit that print, and then I get some weird messages. And I try to find out what the deal is, and I get completely lost. I mean, they're just some files. Like, why can't it create PDFA?
So, yeah, there's always going to be a class of files that take advantage of PDF capabilities that just kind of go above and beyond what you can reasonably keep in an archival format like PDFA. And so not every document will be able to have a completely preservative one-to-one transformation between its PDF representation and an archival PDF representation or PDFA representation. And whether that is because you have a PDF that uses fonts that are unembedded and you have no copy and who only knows where they are, in which case the most you can really do for conversion to PDFA is to embed a substitute. That'd be one, probably a very typical situation where you're going to find a bunch of warnings and a rendition coming out that's maybe not quite what you would like to see based on the original. Unfortunately, PDF as a portable document format standard, it gives creators and it gives authors a lot of different capabilities. And some of these capabilities, fortunately or not, are easy to use in ways to accidentally make PDF files where you don't have everything that you need for reliable long-term archiving. Did that answer your question?
Yeah. You get what you get.
Well, thank you, everybody.